Now, before we go to the fourth step in Olympic thinking, I just want to double back for the list 1 through 3. Olympic thinking, again, is a way to do or become anything that you want in life. These steps followed in this order are going to make a huge difference for you. Step 1 is state what you want. Step 2 is select a coach and give them permission to coach you. That's permission to see you at your worst in order to get to your best. Number 3, what do I need to learn? I don't need someone to tell me what I'm great at. I need someone to tell me what I need to do to grow. Now, number 4 is when and how much will I practice? You see, it comes to mind that there isn't any practice that happens by accident. We don't practice when we're in front of a customer. They don't practice when they jump in the pool for a 400-meter relay. They are performing at that point. They are using everything that they've learned, everything that they've done up to this point in order to compete against other world-class athletes. Some people say, well, I'll practice when I can find the time. No one finds the time for anything. You either make time and are specific about it, or you don't. So that's where this is important. We need to say when, what days of the week, what time slots, when do I need to meet with my coach? All of those things need to be part of that practice. When can my coach watch me practice? And then how much? It depends on the size of what it is you want to do or become. It depends on the intricacies of what you want to do or become as to how much or how often. Those are the choices that you and your coach will have to make together. But please don't leave it to chance. Anything in these steps that you're casual about will get lost along the way, and you'll be cheating yourself from your true potential. Number 5, how will you apply what you learned through your practice? How will you apply? I don't think people will consistently practice and be dedicated to it if they're not saying, I need to practice my turnarounds in a pool. That's the area that I really lose ground in. And so I'm going to practice them over and over and over again. And how I will apply it is, I'm going to do it until I do it automatically. I'm going to do it until it just comes natural. And it will apply to me being able to first hit my personal best, my country's best, and hopefully a gold medal. I'm dedicated to this. I'm not changing the fact that what I want is a gold medal. What I want is this, X, Y, Z. I want to be the best in the world. I want to be the best at X. So how will I apply it? And again, if we don't do this, I don't think you'll continue with the practice. I don't think you'll continue listening to your coach. Therefore, what we're doing is we're just clocking hours. We're just making the donuts and not moving forward in this thing that we stated we wanted. If you're enjoying the information that we're sharing, both Terry and myself, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you're notified anytime we put up some new information. We're here, we're excited, we want to share with you. Have a great day. Number 6. This is the one. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now because I want to tease you a little bit. This is the thing that if Olympic athletes, and we've had a chance to speak directly to several of them over the years, this is the one thing that Olympic athletes know and professional athletes know, that if the general population knew it, we could all be so much further along. And that is, number 6, visualize the desired result. The desired result. See yourself accomplishing that over and over and over again in your mind. The visualization time for an Olympic athlete is every bit as important, every bit as necessary, every bit as regimented and planned for as the physical practice. they get used to. And I want to tell you real quick about Dan Jansen. Dan Jansen's an Olympic speed skater from Wisconsin. He was the then world record holder in the 1,000 meter and the 500 meter. He had a story that he went to 3 different Olympiads and didn't win even a medal. He was the world record holder, didn't get a gold, bronze, gold, silver, bronze, nothing. There was always something that happened. There was something that happened that got in the way. So on his 4th Olympiad that he went to, he sat down in kind of that talking heads, and the reporters asked him, one of the first questions was, Dan Jansen, how does it feel to be America's biggest failure in the Olympics? Now, can you imagine you or I getting that question? I mean, I would probably cry. America's biggest failure. But what he said in an instant. He said, you may see me as America's biggest failure. I see myself as the most prolific Olympic athlete in history to date. Because I will now compete in 4 different Olympiads. Since then, that record's been broken. But in that fourth time to the Olympics, he did his race. He did his race. He did all of his visualization. He visualized that time in that interview. He knew his response because he knew it was going to be asked. When's the last time we did that? Where we know this, and this are going to come up in conversation along the way, either with my customer, my guest, whatever business you're in, maybe your spouse. It doesn't matter what you've stated that you want to become. So we look at that and say, visualize, visualize, visualize. Very important. Very, very important. And a footnote to the story, Dan Jansen, in his last ever Olympic event, won the gold medal.